USWNT squad announcements. Carli Lloyd keeps Man City's Champions League dream alive. Footy McFooty face is coming to San Diego. Portsmouth might be getting a billionaire American owner. A Newcastle fan's tattoo acts as a legal defense. And Lionel Messi tangentially involved in a Peruvian drug bust. Whew, that's a lot of headlines. Welcome to the Goalmouth, ladies and gents, your one-stop shop for bite-sized daily soccer news. It's Friday, March 24th. I'm Ryan Bailey. I've just arrived back from a trip to Jamaica where I played Pictionary with Ruud van Nistelrooy. That's a true thing that actually happened. But now I'm ready to get cracking with some American soccer news first. Here it comes. Jill Ellis has named her 24-person USWNT squad for 2 friendlies against Russia in April, because we're very friendly towards Russia these days after all. And there are returns for Kalia Ohai and Megan Rapinoe, and Ellis has found a defensive pearl in Megan Oyster, who's getting her first call-up. In further women's team news, World Player of the Year Carli Lloyd scored her first goal for Manchester City, knocking in a header against Danish champs Fortuna Hjørring in the Champions League. And you thought City were done with that contest. Well, they're not. It was City's only goal of the first leg. The second leg is next week at the Man City training ground. In further US soccer news, the Soccer City San Diego Facebook page has opened up a poll for potential names for the potential new MLS franchise in the city that was discovered by the Germans and means a Wales, well, you know. Anyway, there are a number of options to choose from. San Diego Surf is leading the poll. Mission San Diego and San Diego Armada give a nod to the city's naval history. And in the history of MLS teams naming themselves after bad things like fires and earthquakes, the San Diego Riptide sounds very on message. But currently third in the poll is the name Footy McFooty face. Yes, Footy McFooty face. It's an obvious reference to the British government poll last year that asked the public to name a polar research ship, and the overwhelming winner was Boaty McBoatface. Well, let's all hope that this Facebook poll is legally binding and not just advisory. Come on, you McFooty footfaces! Disney-related news now. Portsmouth FC have entered into a 70-day exclusivity agreement with American billionaire Michael Eisner, the man best known as the former Disney chairman. In 2009, Pompey started a process of complete financial implosion that resulted in unpaid players, administration, and 3 relegations. So the club are used to Mickey Mouse owners of a very different kind. Eisner tweeted on Thursday, "Exciting times! Looking forward to coming over and meeting you all. Good luck against Newport County on Saturday. #Pompey, #pup." #pup means play up Pompey, by the way. It's not support for his favourite TV show, Paw Patrol. Since 2013, the former Harry Redknapp runabout-a-bit vehicle have been fan-owned, so the decision will need to be approved by the Supporters Trust. And as the part owner of a fan-owned club myself, AFC Wimbledon, I would be very wary of this kind of deal. But it could mean Portsmouth enter back into the Premier League fray with a big cash injection. By the way, if you were ever curious about going to Portsmouth, don't. It's a dump. Tattoo-based legal defences now. A Newcastle fan was arrested for getting on the pitch during the Toons' recent 3-1 win over Huddersfield, and when the time came for his court case, he had an unusual excuse. He just had a tattoo on his belly. The Huddersfield Inquirer reported that 24-year-old Reece Miles' his legal representative said the following. The defendant was being shoved up against a barrier and then jumped over it to prevent discomfort, having had a new tattoo. He ran towards the pitch but stopped himself before entering the pitch. This was in the last minute of the game when Newcastle scored and he was celebrating. Aww. He received a £484 fine, which brings a whole new meaning to the idea of a regrettable tattoo. And that fine, by the way, may have also been issued because the police who took him in found a bag of cocaine on him. But the story doesn't say if it was Leo Messi branded cocaine, which leads nicely to our next story. Police in Peru have intercepted a 1,417 kilogram shipment of cocaine that was on its way to Belgium with a street value of around $85 million. The white stuff was found in 1,288 packets disguised as squid fillets. Yummy! And many of those packages had Lionel Messi's name on them and a picture of his likeness in a Barcelona kit. A Peruvian official explained that the Messi logo is used to denote the purity of the product within, and possibly the likelihood of any tax being paid on it too. Now this story really gets me annoyed, not just because it's cutting off the supply to newly tattooed Newcastle fans, but this is just another case of Peruvian drug dealers showing bias towards Leo Messi in that Cristiano Ronaldo Messi debate. So typical. And finally, we've got some very exciting news of a new soccer podcast. Yesterday, as you may have heard on the Goalmouth, marked the full debut of the Dirty Tackle podcast on the Panoply Network, featuring Dirty Tackle editor Brooks Peck and Dirty Tackle chief nonsense correspondent me, and a very intriguing mystery third presenter who is a big insider in the game and he's keeping his identity anonymous. It combines soccer and comedy. There's not really anything else out there that's anything like it, so why not head to iTunes or your preferred pod provider to give it a listen. Please, 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 please do that. Alright gang, that's your lot from me today. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter or review us on iTunes. Actually do both of those things. And if you like me, Brooks, and that Dirty Tackle life, please download our debut pod too. It's really good, I promise you. Brooks is with you on Monday. I leave you with today's Goalmouth top tip. A tattoo is for life, not just an excuse to run on the field. Love to your mothers. See you next time.